Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back once again to Maximus the Fourth. What I have here is an original bottle of Pepsi Lime from the 2005 release that lasted all the way up until 2007. And then what I have here is a SodaStream machine. The title of today's video is going to be What Would Happen if You Recarbonated an Original Pepsi Lime using a SodaStream machine. In today's video, I'm going to walk you guys through the whole history of Pepsi Lime as a whole, and then I'm going to dump every last bit of this into the SodaStream bottle. We're going to recarbonate it, do a taste test in this shot glass, and I'm going to let you guys know exactly what I think about it, and then we're going to be done here. So let's get it on. So the story of Pepsi Lime, it actually goes all the way back to 2001, where Pepsi Limon was first released in Mexico. That is the very first version of lime-flavored Pepsi that I could find on the internet. And the commercial says it was X amount of years ago, which mathematically, subtracting 2024 from X amount of number, goes down to 2001. Now, that is probably the rarest version of Pepsi Lime, lime-flavored Pepsi that you could find, but there were two other lime-flavored Pepsis in Spanish-speaking countries. Another one is Pepsi Twistado. Now, because there is no date on the internet anywhere, or a description of where Twistado's from, I can't confirm what year or what country Pepsi Twistado's from. All I know is it's another variant of Pepsi Lime, a different version, whatever you want to call it, and that's all I can say. But what I do know is that there was also Pepsi Lime, or Pepsi Twist, and over in Brazil, they have Pepsi Twist, but in Brazil, Pepsi Twist is actually lime-flavored Pepsi. And I don't know if Pepsi Twist was around, in 2001 to 2004 before the States Pepsi Lime hit or what, but I know it's out there and it exists. And Brazil still might have Pepsi Twist to this day as lime-flavored Pepsi. But yeah, Pepsi Limon, Pepsi Twistado, and Pepsi Twist are the three possible lime-flavored Pepsis that existed before this one. Now, in 2005... Pepsi Lime right here was released in the States, and it lasted up until 2007, and then in 2007 it was presumptively discontinued. Now here's where the story gets very interesting. If you go all the way up to 2015-ish, Pepsi Limon was actually officially released in the States, and it was inspired for Spanish-speaking countries. And that version of Pepsi Limon actually contained 2% lime juice. Now, if you take a look at the back of the bottle here on this version of Pepsi Lime, it contains no juice. So this one, it says it's made with natural flavors, and on the ingredients it says natural flavors, but you got to think they probably just took whatever typical ingredients like phosphoric acid, caramel color, natural flavors, just mixed it together. They're like, yeah, okay, this took an X amount of taste tests, and they're like, okay, we'll just go with this one, call it a day. We're just going to call it good. So it's actually really not what Pepsi Lime should have been in the first place. In my opinion, I think this is a pretty sloppy approach that they took. They could have probably put in a lot more effort into it. And it's no reason Pepsi Lime might have discontinued just after 2 years. Now, going back to Pepsi Lime in 2015, that one lasted, I think it was only that same year it was discontinued. Now, if you go to 2019, Pepsi Lime did come back, but this one was yet a different version. This one was Pepsi Lime with a splash of lime juice. And that version contained 1% lime juice. And that one, alongside berry and mango, were both discontinued in that same year in the summertime. Very short-lived. And then Pepsi Lime, it came back again this year in 2024, and The ingredients are almost completely the same. The only difference is that this one has potassium benzoate in it, which helps preserve the freshness. And I don't think there's potassium benzoate in the 2024 release of Pepsi Lime. And other than that, potassium citrate, citric acid, caffeine, there you have it. In that version of Pepsi Lime, it wasn't supposed to come out. Originally, Pepsi Peach and both Pepsi Watermelon were supposed to be released in 2024. But after further events happened, they happened to cancel Pepsi Watermelon, and that's why Pepsi Lime came out instead. So now that I've given you guys the whole history lesson on everything that I know about Pepsi Lime, it's time to open this thing up, recarbonate it, and I'm going to let you guys know what I think. Side note, there's also Pepsi Lime Mint, which was a Poland exclusive in 2021 or 2022. Discontinued now. You can find different versions of Pepsi Lime in like China, which is a zero sugar version. I think there was a zero sugar version that came out in Canada this year as well. There's a handful of them, but there you have it. The SodaStream machine. Click this bad boy right in. We're gonna let her rip. Oh yeah, baby. When the fizz comes on, it gets real. Okay. That is a whole lot of pressure. As usual, we just got to massage this thing nice and easy. We're not going to force anything. Just kind of gentle little tugs here and there. And eventually it will pop. But look at the fog in there. That is a lot of pressure. There we go. Freaking pro status, baby. Couldn't have done it any better myself if I tried it again. Look at that fizz. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a complete, live, recarbonated, original Pepsi Lime from 2005 in the States. Let's give this thing a taste test and see what it's all about, baby. Is the carbonation going to help bring those lime notes out? There's only one way to find out, baby. Let's get to it. My word, that tastes so good for a 19-year-old soda, possibly 18 or 17 years old. I actually really like that. I found a can of this that was only 25% full earlier this season, and it tasted quite flat, even though there was still fizz. But for whatever reason, the bottle, even though there's no fizz in it like the cans, I really feel like this one is good. So I'm not just exaggerating here, you guys, but in the world of Maximus the Fourth, I think this is the very first vintage soda that I'm going to have to give a perfect score of 10 out of 10. Man, that tastes amazing for it being so old. Let's get this bad boy transferred back into its home. while we're waiting for this fizz to go down, if you guys are new to this channel here at Maximus the Fourth and you need something else to do, I got 3 videos that I need you to check out. The first one is Cherry Coke 2-liter chug. The second one is Rebel actually, what is actually the difference between Rebel and Red Bull? The third one, I probably don't need to promote it because it's so close, but Massive Church Breakfast, a mukbang that I took on 6 months ago. And then the fourth one I would like you guys to check out is What Does Crystal from the makers of Pepsi taste like? That came out after the original release of Crystal Pepsi. It was a different version of clear cola in 1994. It had a citrus taste. And there you guys have it. I don't know what else I want to promote, but I will make sure to leave all those videos down in the description of this video for all other extras and even ways to help support this channel. It's all going to be listed down in the description below. Maximus the Fourth here. As always, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. God bless you all.